Dear students, welcome to virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sreekumar. The class is for 10th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class.
Dear students, the lesson is arithmetic progression. For something new for you, but to learn something new, you need to have a background. These two have a background with you. The background is in 5th standard, where you had a chapter in which there was a discussion on pattern. That was discussion on pattern in figures and later in numbers. But we know that pattern is there in nature also. एक सनफ्लावर देखेगा तो उसमें भी एक पैटर्न है. दुकान में जाके कुछ ड्रेस खरीदने के टाइम जो डिजाइन को हम पैटर्न बोल सकते हैं. रेनबो में भी पैटर्न है. So pattern is there in nature. Pattern is there even if we simply create something or draw something. For example, if I simply draw something over here, putting a circle over here, then I plan to put one more circle here, another circle over here, एक pattern develop हो रहा है. Then I put this circle 1 के जगह पे 2 over here, 2 over here. So another pattern, I added 1 each. Now you will say that sir अभी क्या draw करने वाला है? Next year 2 here, here 2 will be 3. I will draw 3 here. So pattern is something which we are very familiar with. Topic is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression और pattern में क्या connection है? These we are talking about nature and figures. There can be pattern in numbers also. If I simply write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will name it as natural numbers and you know the next will be 6. If I write 1, 3, 5, 7, उसमें भी एक पैटर्न है. 7 के बाद naturally 9 आएगा. These are odd numbers. So you identified the pattern. And in numbers, or when it comes to the matter of numbers, we name the pattern as somewhat like sequence. Sequence में क्या होता है? We can say that next what number would come. A particular pattern is followed within sequence. Sequence के अंदर हम एक pattern follow कर रहे हैं. वही example लेता हूँ. Simply if I write 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I am following a sequence. It may go to as much as I feel. If I write up to 99, we can stop there. Or I can write another sequence. Now I would use the term sequence, like -2, -6, -10, -14. आपको समझ में आया? -4 का डिफरेंस, -4 का डिफरेंस बनाते जा रहे हैं. If I simply write 7, 7, 7, 7, ये भी पैटर्न है. I added 0 to each number and I'm getting the same number. It goes on. Understood? Sometimes it can be like 2, then writing 8, writing 32, 64. ऐसा भी sequence बना सकते हैं. It can be in this format also. 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, sequence बना रहे हैं. So this is the concept of sequence. In sequence we may write some numbers in a particular order that we can predict the next. Even if I write 4, 16, 64, you will catch up with, okay, how it is going on. Understood? So my dear students, seek something where we have a set of numbers where the numbers are arranged in a definite order. Fix है वो, like the natural number, just some natural number को definite order है. We call such a set of numbers as sequence. So we'll say that the given numbers are in sequence. And if I write the sequence again, which I just wrote, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, each member in that sequence or each number in that sequence, we call it as term. So this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term, this is the fifth term, and I use the alphabet T for term. This is T1, this is term 2, this is term 3, this is term 4, this is term 5. Understood? And it is a set of numbers which are arranged in a definite order. A definite order क्या है इसमें? If we try to find out the difference between them, we know that it is having a difference of 2. But when I wrote the earlier case, certain numbers, like if I write, for example, 4, 16, then 64. Here we can see that this is 4, first number. This is 4 into 4, 16. This is 4 into 4 into 4. That means here multiplication comes into effect. This is also sequence. Correct? So sequence can be in such a way that where there is a fixed difference between numbers, there can be a fixed multiplication between numbers, and if, as I wrote before, it can be 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. I started with 3 square. Where again not even multiplication नहीं, दूसरा कुछ operation. So sequence can be a set of numbers where it is arranged in definite order, just like natural numbers, and where there is a fixed pattern is followed with it. Okay, that much you followed. So term in that sequence is each number, and where we can say term in the sequence are numbered like T1, T2, T3, then up to Tn, whichever आगे भी जाएगा. Okay, so this is the concept of sequence, and the other concept what is named as term, and also the concept that the order within the sequence is predictable. Okay, now when we look into the sequence further, we will see that these set of numbers are predictable, but always the operation that we have to do for predicting it is not same. Then the concept of progression came. What is the concept of progression? To understand what is the concept of progression, we should have an activity from your textbook, I would suggest, because you can look into that again and again. Here is an activity from your textbook where it is asking us to solve these blank boxes. Look at this activity. 1, 4, 7, 10. And we know that next is 13. कैसे मालूम? क्योंकि the difference is 3. And next will be 13 plus 3, 16. कुछ doubt नहीं, सबको आता है. Here it is 6, 12, 18. They are addition of 6. Here it is 3, 3 3 जैसे मैंने 7 7 लिखा था, 0 is added, addition of 0. Just like what I wrote, 4 16 24, multiplication by 4. Here addition of minus 0.5 in each case. Here it is cube root of each number. Now in order to get the difference between, or what is the predictable number, in this case, case number 1, case number 2, case number 3, case number 5, we are having addition or subtraction, correct? But in the case of fourth one, it is multiplication. In the case of sixth one, it is cube root. So here the sequence, all these are sequence, all these are sequences, no doubt. But within sequence, certain sequences are such that we get the, or we can predict the next number. आगे आने वाला number एडिशन या सब्ट्रैक्शन से प्रेडिक्ट करते हैं तो हम उसको अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन बोलते हैं. So first one is arithmetic, second one is arithmetic, third one is arithmetic, but fourth one which we are getting by doing multiplication, multiplication की वजह से मिलते हैं, उसको हम geometric progression बोलते हैं. Fifth one is again arithmetic, but the last one is neither arithmetic nor geometric. You will study about it later. So from pattern to sequence, sequence to arithmetic progression में पहुंचने के टाइम हमको ये बोलना पड़ रहा है, all arithmetic progressions are sequences. All sequences are not arithmetic progression, because sequence, if it is the difference is by either we get by addition or subtraction, we call it as arithmetic progression, and it is constant. इसमें सब 3 है, 3 है. Here it is 6 and it is constant throughout the progression. Okay, this much you should be very clear. हम अभी फर्स्ट स्टोन रखा है arithmetic progression का. We'll go ahead. In a given sequence, if the difference between two consecutive terms is constant, then the sequence is called arithmetic progression. This is the definition and statement. 2-3 terms are very important. Difference. To get the difference, you should subtract. कभी भी difference मिलना है, subtract करना है. What to subtract? To subtract one term from the other term. From which term we are subtracting which term? We will subtract this term from the next term. For example, if I am writing 1, 3, 5, 7, the difference is 2, we know very clearly. To get the difference, we should subtract one term from the next one. That is, here it is T1, T2, T3, T4. We will subtract T3 from T4. That is 7 minus 5 and write 2. That is why if you are subtracting Tn plus 1, which is 6, n plus 1 minus term number this. So what is term number of 7? It is 4. And what is n plus 1 here? Sorry, n plus 1 is 7. And to subtract, we will subtract the term number n here. 7 minus 5. And we get 2. This you should remember. This particular concept very clearly you should remember. And this difference which we got as 2 over here is denoted by an English alphabet D. D is coming from difference only. Uska first alphabet. Another thing you should remember is that the difference can be positive, negative or 0. The difference can be positive, negative or 0. If the terms are 1, 3, 5, 7, the difference is equal to 2. If the difference is minus 2, minus 6 and minus 10, the difference is equal to minus 4. If the difference is 7, if the sequence is 7, 7, 7, then the difference is equal to 0. We know that. That is one another. It can be positive, negative, or 0. And just like already mentioned, if here the first term in this case 1, 3, 5, 7, the first term, this is term 1, and which can be denoted as A, suppose. The next term is 3, which we are obtaining by adding the difference A plus D. That is 3. A plus D will be, here it is 1 and 1 plus 2, the difference. Then you will be getting 5 by adding A plus 2D. That is 1 plus 2 into 2, which is equal to 5. Then third you will be getting A plus 2D. The third you got A plus 3D, like that it goes. So this is term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4. term 4 के लिए आपको इधर 3D करना है. And A is denoting A, just like alphabet A in English language. That is the first term. All these are, how do we denote terms and numbers in sequence and terms in sequence in arithmetic progression? We are learning the language of arithmetic progression. In every topic, we need to know the language of that topic. Then the topic becomes easy. Let us try to understand this little bit more detail. Here is another arithmetic progression. What is that progression here? 5, 5, 8, 11, 14. We are trying to denote nth term of an arithmetic progression. So what will be the arithmetic progression at nth position? Now we know the difference between the consecutive terms, giving if it is constant, it is an arithmetic progression, and it gives us a clue. We know that the next one is surely it will be 17 here, because we know the difference is 3 in all these cases, right? We also know that this is term 1 is 5, term 2 is 8, term 3 is 11, term 4 is 14. If I say term 5 is 17, we know that. Another thing which we already noticed is that when it is term 2, we are having 1 into difference, because it is term 2, 1 into the difference. Here the difference is 3. If it is term 3, 2 into the difference. Just now we found that. Term 4, the difference is multiplied by 3 here. Term 5, we will surely write over here 5 plus 4 into 3, correct? So we got an idea that whenever we are thinking about finding out the next term, we have a general concept that if we are trying to find out nth term, we will be multiplying the difference with n minus 1, just 1 back, multiplying with difference, then add with the first term. So certain terms which I already told, just like term 1 is denoted as A, the first alphabet of English language. Then in order to get term 2, we simply added A plus D. For term 3, we added A plus 2D. That means for term N, what we'll be doing? We will be doing the first term, which is A, plus n minus 1, irrespective of whatever be the n minus 1 into difference. This is the general formula to find out nth term of an arithmetic progression. My dear students, as the first stepping stone of learning and understanding arithmetic progression and to go further, this particular formula, this particular conclusion and derivation should be thorough to you for application, as well as to know that how this particular formula is derived. Okay, so all of you must be very clear about to find out nth term in an arithmetic progression. We should have the first term, then which term we should find out, as well as the difference d. Okay, let us go ahead. To go ahead is having the purpose that we will try to apply our knowledge in a situation, in an example. The 10th term and the 18th term of an arithmetic progression are 25 and 41 respectively. Then find 38th term of that AP. Similarly, if the nth term is 99, find the value of n. That is a question. With the given information and with the help of the formula, and it's the formula development we studied, we have to solve this. We know that what is given over here, it is given that 10th term is equal to 25, 18th term is equal to 41, right? This is what is given. We also know that the general formula Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is first term, d is the difference between consecutive terms. This is what we understood. In this case, T10, that is 10th term, is equal to, according to the formula, we need to write a plus 10 minus 1 into d. That means T10, which is 25, is equal to a plus 9d, right? Let us put this as first equation. Now, the second one is 18th term is equal to 41. That is 41 is equal to a plus, as it is 18, and minus 1 will be 17d. Correct? So let this be the second equation. We got two equations, and we know about the principles of simultaneous equation and solving, and we can see that d is common there. 19d, 17d, a and a is also there. Let us subtract second equation from the first equations. I'm doing it fast because you know about it. A minus a will get cancelled. 25 minus 41 will become 16. I'm sorry that there is no space for 1. It is 16. Above 16 समझ लीजिए. Then this is equal to 0, not to mention. 9d minus 17d. 9 plus 8 is 17, so it is 8d. The difference is equal to 2. Correct? So in that case, we got d is equal to 2, one of the most important necessary thing in the formula we got. Now if you substitute that d is equal to 2 in our first equation या second equation, जो भी चाहिए आपको substitute कर सकते हैं. If I think about substitution, तो एक्चुअली वो 9 माइनस 17d है, सो नेचुरली वो नेगेटिव है, और 16 भी नेगेटिव है, सो नेचुरली वो आंसर पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा. आई फॉरगॉट टू पुट दैट हियर. 25 इट इज 25 इज इक्वल टू a प्लस 9d. वो क्वेश्चन में डालता हूँ मैं. इधर भी मुझे 2 लिखने को जगह नहीं मिल रहा है. a plus a minus a plus 9d, मतलब क्या हो गया, and we rearrange it, we can rearrange 25 is equal to a plus d, 9d can be written as a is equal to 25 minus 9d. Please bear with me because while making this video something side cut ho gaya. Okay, a is equal to 25 minus 9d. From there we can get an equation for a. We have got an equation for a now. A is equal to 25 minus 9d, and what we will do is this 25 minus 9d के जगह पे d is equal to 2 already known, so we got 9 2s are 18 and 25 minus 18 is 7. Okay, so we got two things now, we got d also, we got a also. Now we can find out the 38th term because we have the formula for it. What is that? T38 is equal to, according to the formula, a plus a is 7 here, and minus 1 means 38 minus 1, and d we got as 2. We know that a is the first term, 38 is the nth term which we are trying to, and d is the difference. 38 is n number of terms. Okay, so we can further proceed. This is equal to 81 if we calculate, because 38 minus 1 37 into 2 74 plus 7 81 we got. Now when we think about the next question where it is given Tn is already given. What is the Tn is given, nth term is 99, nth term is given, so 99 is equal to, we substitute in the formula 7 plus, correct, and we don't know the value of n here, we will get it now. We can rearrange and rewrite it as what we can do, we can write 99 is equal to, we can write 7 plus 2n minus 2, that will be good, 2n minus 2, and after rearranging it, it will be considered as 5 plus 2n on the right side. That means we can write 2n which is equal to 94, because 99 minus 5, and the answer is 47. So just by that formula we can find out nth term, we can find out n if nth term is given, we can also find out a and d if the terms are given more than one by a simultaneous equation. So it's a beautiful formula which is solving all these situations. ये तो numbers है अभी, आपको एप्लीकेशन लेवल का क्वेश्चन आएगा तो बहुत इंटरेस्ट आएगा. अरे उधर भी जगह नहीं है, जस्ट इरेज इट एंड राइट फॉर यू अगेन. वन सेकेंड प्लीज. The basic formula used is, again I am writing over here, the basic formula used is nothing but Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. ये जो फॉर्मूला का जादू सबको समझना है और अच्छा से प्रैक्टिस करना है. नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज आपके लिए चौड़ा है, मैंने तो एग्जाम्पल्स दिया, एक्सरसाइज बहुत कम है आपके लिए, क्योंकि maximum you do, maximum you will become expert, maximum you will get experience, maximum confidence you will get. That is why the way mathematics work. Okay, thank you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.